Are you ready for a really manly chocolate bar? Here today on Walking the Candy Aisle. Welcome everyone. I'm Jeff, and this is another fun candy review from Walking the Candy Aisle. Today we are looking at the Yorkie bar, original flavor. Yeah, from Nestle. This is another UK chocolate bar that I am looking at here in a long line of reviews of fun UK chocolate. Yorkie bar is interesting. It came out in the '80s, I learned from my good friend Internet that it was a response to Cadbury's Dairy Milk bar, and Nestle wanted a bar that could rival the Dairy Milk, but be a little chunkier and appeal more to the male demographic. I don't know if that means that Dairy Milk was appealing to females, but they created this. This was from Roundtree Confections or Chocolates, or Roundtree, is another sub company that Nestle acquired, who are based in York, hence the name Yorkie. And yeah, I have never had it before. I will say when it came out, they wanted it to appeal to men. They had a tagline on it that was "It's not for girls," and it was written in like big block letters across the packaging. And that got a couple of complaints. Not surprisingly, really, there's no way around it. It's pretty sexist. So they dropped that, but they had it up until 2011. That was on all the Yorkie packaging. But I don't know. We don't have it here in the Western world, so I wasn't familiar with it. But I have seen this bar. It's hard to miss a bar that has a big sign that says "Not for girls" on it. It's just one of those things that kind of sticks out. I like the packaging though, other than the "Not for girls." Although I was kind of hoping to just see that, but other than it not having the "Not for girls" logo on it, I do like the writing. It's really distinct. It jumps out at you. Sorry, how many are in here? 5? Yeah, 5. I read something about them also recently reducing the size of the Yorkies. They used to be 6, I think. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there it is. Just straight up milk chocolate. Nestle does all right with their chocolate. Not quite as, it's not quite Mars. It's not quite Cadbury, but let's give her a whirl and see how we do with the Yorkie and see if it feels, manly. It is certainly chunkier than a Dairy Milk. Yep. That's milk chocolate. These bars that are just straight milk chocolate, there's only so much you can say. The chocolate's alright. It's creamy. Not as creamy as Cadbury. It's got a little melt to it. Not as much. It actually tastes a lot like the same chocolate that you have in a Kit Kat, which makes sense because I believe that's a Nestle product, and I think it might even be a Roundtree product. But it's all right. It's not the best by any means. But for like regular commercial chocolate bar chocolate, it's fine. That said, if you're the kind of person who's buying straight milk chocolate, why are you buying a Yorkie? Why are you buying even a Dairy Milk? Why are you buying a Dairy Milk? And when these days you can go and get a Lindt pretty much anywhere, or Ritter Sport, or they have these like I don't know what they are. They're like prosumer sort of level chocolates now that you can get pretty much everywhere. The big bar style size chocolate bars that are better than this. You want something small size, I guess, maybe. If you were to compare this in terms of like the form factor of like the small size, what we would have here in Canada as options, you got a small size like this size, Dairy Milk bar, Hershey bar, and that's maybe it for just plain straight milk chocolate. So I guess if you put this in the mix there, I would probably go for a Dairy Milk and then a Yorkie and then a Hershey's. But if I'm buying this guy's chocolate bar, I'm probably going to buy something with something else in it. I'll buy a Kit Kat or I'll buy a Twix bar or something. If you like straight milk chocolate, I don't really see why you're going to get this. I think you're going to get something better. The only reason I see you getting this is if there isn't anything else really available. That's not to say it's bad, because it's okay, but there's nothing that jumps out at me about it. While I didn't really like the idea of the marketing of, it's for girls only, at least that was some branding that caught your attention. Right now, Yorkie, I don't really know what the place for it is. So I'm not really a huge fan of it, even though there's nothing distinctly wrong with the chocolate itself. So as it stands, Walking the Candy Aisle is going to rate the Yorkie, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. It just needs something more to draw me to it. Okay, that's all for me. If you want more reviews, I've got more British chocolate reviews coming at you all the time here, as well as regular reviews. Just stay tuned to this channel, subscribe, like us, click those links, and thanks everyone. I'll see you next time. Later.